Hi, everybody. This is Joanna, and thank you so much for tuning in to our weekly ascension offerings, our sound healing, all that we offer as multidimensional communion and a collective with Source Creator in this allness and this soup that we all exist within. And we're so excited to connect with you today. We're becoming a little bit more focused and a little bit higher intention, and with great joy and with great honor on how I am evolving personally and how I will be bringing forward new gifts and new skills to share in the co-creative expansiveness for humanity. So I'm really excited. And why I've been moving through that navigational path of all the lifetimes that I personally have lived and experienced, and have so much to bring forward and offer for all those that so desire to connect with the Christ consciousness that is held within the water body of who we are, that we've often talked about and mentioned in all of our radio shows and our books. The water being the water bodies that are held within the chakra systems. The chakra systems are beautiful vortices of information and wisdoms and intelligence that hold and encapsulate our universal omnipresence and allness, that activate various aspects of our allness, our soul song, in divine timing. We are the masters of that divine timing, however, for if we're in resistance of who we are, if we're in resistance of our gifts and sharing our gifts with great joy and honor and great passion, then those divine timings will get more pronounced, more uncomfortable, carry great discomfort in it, because it's up to us to face all of those aspects and the belief patterns and the limitations and the fears so that we can clear away and carry greater light. And so that's what ascension is all about, really. It's about clearing away the densities, clearing away what no longer serves in every possible way, because our entire planet, not just one individual, our entire planet, our global collective, every aspect of life to the smallest to the grandest, we are a micro macro system of all consciousness. All of creation is being affected by these light pulsations and by the divine higher mind of Source Creator, all creatorship in all omnipresence, and all programs that are beyond our imagining. Micro macro systems of the councils of Christ, the Christ consciousness that are facilitators, mediators, teachers, masters of the divine mind, the divine, heavenly program of who we are as light, and how each and every one of us are those cells of recapitulation, honoring who we are at every spiral to gather and garner great light and bring that massive light joy to blessings of the planet. And so what we wanted to talk about today is how we share who we are through passion and through joy, and we're bringing forward all that we are from the center of who we are, that song of who we are, that purity of who we are, and how to really tune into it as a resonance. Many get stuck along the way and move in stagnant experiences because especially when we're stepping into something that is completely not seen and not heard, it's like, okay, well, how do we do this? There's nothing before me, there's no book and manual on this. And so really it's about co-creating entirely new. It's about stepping beyond every routine and every experience that has held anyone, for those that so desire, because not everybody will take that journey. How to move forward and step beyond routine, how to move forward and step beyond all limitation whatsoever. We are infinite source beings. We have the capacity to clear, to cleanse, to heal, to transmute, to transcend anything and all things. So how do we stand within that light? How do we stand within that and say, I am a partnership. I am in oneness with the Creator. I am standing within all that I am, and garner that truth, garner that power, garner that pure discernment of who you are as source, that sovereign oneness with source. That sovereign oneness with source is that divine sacred relationship of who we are, that is an omnipresent experience. As you open up into greater light, that omnipresence becomes more and bigger and greater and grander because it's light. You're carrying on that soul light. And how can you let the all of you flow into the universal allness so that all fields and all life and all that you exist within is capsulated by this beautiful radiance of who you are? I'm allowing my illumination. I'm allowing my sacred truth to come forward. And only you can do that. Only you can choose in your daily self-care to make it a devotion, to clear away what no longer serves, and paying attention to the subtle nuances that occur in your life to say, this is coming to me for a reason. Is this type of behavior okay for me now? Is this relationship still serving me? Is this way that I'm eating and speaking, and all of those behaviors that we just routinely, co-create within. And how can this oneness within our center be this new portal of co-creative joy and passion and beautiful ecstasy? Because truly, we're supposed to be in ecstasy of who we are, walking moment for moment in ecstasy, regardless of what the outside world is portraying to us, because we are here to ignite that new vibration. We are here to be those radiant beings, that we shine the light and show others how this oneness, how this truth, how this purity can allow all others to also shine in light, which is facilitating peace. It's facilitating the nurturance of our oneness. And it's not an us versus them. It's not an us, I'm doing it right, you're not doing it right. All of those energies that will be felt, when you're going through your awakening process, there will be those that will be uncomfortable because it's challenging where they sit. So to release those energies, it takes practice, because oftentimes, because of the old egoic programs and because of the safety and all of the energies that many have experienced in various ranges of abuse, you feel you have to defend who you are to others, and you don't. You can just choose to continue to radiate light and continue creating that new radiant path of passion and joy. And that's really key to tap into as soon as you feel that sense of, I've got to defend myself, I've got to tell them that, no, that's not what was meant. And they just continue cycles where nothing gets understood, because there's different vibrational experiences that each one are experiencing. And it's not for anyone to justify anything to anyone. Just move within your truth, and all will be okay. All will be sorted out, because you're setting that example. You're being that vibrational example in every way. You're walking it, you're talking it, you're living it. And that will be seen, because you'll be manifesting those in that vibration. You'll manifest exactly what your resonance holds. This is my true passion, and I am here to create with Earth. I'm here to create with my tribe. I honor my tribe. I love my tribe. And they're going to show it back to me in support and encouragement and empowerment, and things are going to come to me, and I'm going to live that example so that others can also see that they can live that example and break away from things that do not serve, and limitation in every way, physical, mentally, emotionally, etheric. And it will be touched by everything in life. Everything that is a mistruth, everything that is a limitation will be brought forward to be sorted out. Nothing will get untouched. Nothing can be hidden under the carpet anymore. It must be brought forward. It must be held in truth. And if it doesn't, then it's going to be a very uncomfortable ride. It's nothing can escape the light. And that's a journey that each of us have to move on in each of our own unique individual ways, because it allows us to sort out who we are. Who are we with Source, and how have we lived our unique intention? How have we gone to return to center in every moment that we feel challenged, to say that I know I'm true light, and all will be sorted out. I choose my highest truth. I choose my highest passion. I choose to come forward and speak my joy. I choose to live my joy. I choose to honor my body in joy. And it's okay that others can sort out their stuff, and I'll facilitate the oneness in this, because it's a reflection of how I've held myself back. It's a reflection of how I've judged. It's okay. Everyone is allowed to be exactly where they are. But it's also okay for you to stand within your power and illuminate who you are and radiate who you are. And that's the passion for who you are. So in short, our topic today, our owl, showing us the wisdom and wise energies and experiences we have within. Thank you. Sacred ancestors. Our topic today is the passion and the sound of your soul. And what does that soul sound, that beautiful blessings and benevolence of all that you are, what does that feel like? And in your daily clearing and in your daily self-care, are you tuning in throughout your day, which is so important right now because there's so much going on, to really tune into what is your center song? How we've gone through life, and at various stages of our life, we have that favorite song that we can always, that song just reminds us. We are in essence a harmonic song. We were birthed through creation as this pure, perfect, energetic frequency that is a song. It's a code, it's a vibration. It's a sacred geometry. And that code, that song is resonant specifically to you. That code can be activated through source light, through your oneness with source, source within every cell, the molecule, source in all things, inner, outer, the vibrational fields that we exist within, all is source. through your own commandmentship and your own mediation of who you are as a sovereign Christic being, the water body of you, taking commandmentship of your water body, connected with all things, connected with all life, connected with all fields, connected with the heavens, connected with everything. You can then take that into anything that you so choose. You can fly, you can levitate, you can soar, you can co-create, you can manifest. But how do we do that from that pure state is not through these imbalanced egoic programs and trying to live through the eyes of others, through the wants and the needs of socioeconomic programs, through the wants and needs of familial programs, lineage programs, of all those things that we're clearing. And as you move through your everyday, you're going to sense those nuances and those subtle energies and those subtle things that your soul is bringing forward to your higher self. And I'm just, all of my souls, my energies, my ancestors, thank you so much for being with me, and the Hathors and the ninth dimensional Pleiadians. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. They're just telling me that they're here with me right now, supporting me, coming forward in a higher truth. And they're saying thank you so much. And so we do that from a space that's very centered and it's very honest with who we are. But it takes that we do that daily alignment with our center. You know, what is my song? What is my resonance that I can always return to, no matter how it feels on the outside, no matter what I'm shedding away, and no matter what I'm saying is no longer a part of this beautiful circle that I want to create for myself. And it takes that choice. It takes that honesty to say, I am worthy of great soul tribe and beautiful souls that care for me, and empower me, and inspire me, and really cheer me on as I cheer them on. And see those vibrations as a song, as notes within your song. See that vibration of what it is you want to manifest, a beautiful legacy home for your kids and your children and future generations. What is it you feel you want to place out as the vibration of you? And it requires that we have to be still and center within who we are to really feel into that soul song. What does your song sound like? What do you sound like? So that you can return to that passion in every moment and have it reignited anew. Those codes reignite anew. Those codes and those sounds are connected to the cell, and you can choose to create that song within yourself and have it activated anew. You are a field of light. You get to choose. Today I am on point with source. I flow, I allow, I accept, I acknowledge, and I am the flowing light of source. And anything comes up that is a limitation or a doubt or that negative ego that comes in, hey, but wait, hey, but wait, hey, but wait, or others that say, hey, but wait, hey, but wait. You say, that's okay. We're all transmuting. We're all navigating, and this is who I choose to be. It's okay. I facilitate your growth. I facilitate you learning and you exploring who you are. Because the more that you allow all that to be negotiated in new navigational energies, not having to defend yourself and saying who's right, who's wrong, then you're just allowing that energy to be facilitated through the highest oneness and the highest peace that you have for all of them, because there are certain reflections and particles within all lifetimes that you've ever held in any body and any star system. We're healing all star systems. Why we've come forward as the masters and the mavericks that we are. So know that your sound, that resonant sound of you and source, is that pure alignment with what you're here to manifest, what you're here to explore and experience and express as you, because it will be unlike any other. And so what they've been showing me last week in some of my meditations, my joy and my excitement for sound, and I can make a song out of anything. I make up songs all day long, and I know that they're connected with the field, and I'm sending out these vibrations of love and joy and happiness that the children and all others are being connected with. And I'm sending out, beautiful vibrations, standing in my truth. This is who I am. This is my vibration. And it's okay that I make up my own songs, and it's okay that I get weird looks, and it's okay that all of those things, because it's a progression in acceptance of who you are in the grandness of all that you're being shown. Remember, as you carry greater light, your greater light will be more unusual to the world that you've come from, because you're stepping from world to world. You're transitioning in the in-between stage, and have that be okay. It's really important that we all let go of the need to justify and to argue and to state all of those energies. Just let go of the need. The need is just to facilitate oneness. It doesn't mean that people step on you and take you for granted for that light. But when you allow that oneness to be facilitated and the peace for them to sort their belief systems out and their fear about your changes out, then you get to stand more firmly in your truth and say, this is my discernment, this is my path, I get to choose that. And I know that it's within the highest and greatest good because I'm purely aligned with my highest guidance. I have a higher guidance system and I'm using it. And you're being that mirror reflection for all others to use their highest guidance system. And that's what the whole world is awakening to. What does your highest guidance say? What news programs, what news that comes in is really news? And how is that intuitively, vibrationally feel to you? You can feel truth. You can feel the resonance of purity. Is it in pure alignment with where your soul song is really guiding you to? Because your higher self and your soul are constantly guiding you to new potentials and new paths. So it's really important that we co-create. What's being asked of us now is that passion factor. And that passion factor is a song that's constantly being sung to you in codes and in light and in your divine remembrance of who you are as spirit. And so a long time ago, I had a dream. I'm gonna talk about what I've been moving through lately and recently in my awakenings. I don't know why I get all these notifications. I don't know how to shut it off. What's been coming to me lately is the deepening of the allness field, and veils are being lifted and veils are being removed. As I'm carrying greater light, I get to see more, and I get to constantly clear out the illusions. As you release your limiting beliefs, your third eye opens because you get to see yourself as your purest, highest sense. And this is why we say the chakra systems are so important and the multidimensional body systems are important. Your physical, mental, emotionally, etheric. We're fields of multidimensional magnetism. And how we resonate within is so important, why we're continuing to clear and cleanse and reach for those higher versions of who we are and not get stuck in old patterns and old belief systems and old versions and roles and outdated programs and outdated routines and on and on and on that keep us stuck and limited. And so this alignment with your highest vision of who you are. What is my highest version and vision for me? And what does that sound like? What does that song sound like? The cells are connected with sound. We all know that. There's many studies in our scientific communities that study the profundity of sound. Plants are affected by sound. All consciousness of all life is sound. It's a vibrational experience. Vibration is movement, a movement of sound, a movement of information, intelligence, a wisdom of love. And so how can we create that soul inertia, the inertia of who you are? That inertia is movement, which is sound. That sound inertia that you are as a soul, and bring it into your everyday manifestations. That's pure. This is my pure alignment. I know who I am. My pure alignment is love. And I want to express who I am. I want to experience who I am. I'm going to explore who I am. And it's pure joy for me to be me, for no other reason. That joy to be you will manifest naturally all those other things that you need as a human being to survive and exist quite joyfully and quite beautifully. You don't necessarily have to bring in the worry of lack and sustenance. Am I going to be supported financially? Am I going to have enough money to pay my bills and all that? Because that's the ego. Just drop to your soul and allow that sound of who you are to come forward. Those passions will come forward and be ignited through that higher self in that meditation time. Just through your intention. What is my sound? What is my creative, passionate sound? And how can I harmonize that into the higher aspects of who I am? Because as we move into greater light, we're going to be moving into greater harmonics, greater resonance, all sound. It's a faster oscillating experience. Your cells will be affected. Your DNA will be affected. The DNA will be shifting and changing. We get to activate that. We get to mediate that. We get to be the drivers and we get to be the illuminators of that. It, all source, IT, capital I, capital T, source. Us. Our blood is affected. Everything that we are is affected through sound. Water is the movement of that frequency. It's how we move. It's how we live. It's that breath of consciousness. It's the fluidic movement of all that is love, and how we're allowing ourselves to be that sound of joy. I facilitate love and joy in all things. There was a channel experience just going on there. They were allowing me to see that there was still movement of that song, even though my mouth was not speaking and singing it. It's the movement of that channeling fluidic song of source, because I'm in tune. This is my passion. I know. I just love doing this. This is who I am. I must do this. We all know that when we're living within our soul's truth, it's something you absolutely must do. You feel it within your belly. It's who I am. And there will be those that will, are not on that vibration and won't get it, and may fight you on it and may want to challenge you on it and resist you on it, and that's okay. You can choose to step out of that and keep moving in a new direction. You know, it's all one, it's all source. They're reflecting to you that experience of how much are you accepting you now. And the more you accept you, I accept all that I am and just send love. I accept all that I am, I just send love. Because there are aspects of you that previously you did not accept yourself because it was too out there. So what they were showing me is that I think about a year ago, I woke up, you know, just, I have the most profound dreams just before I wake up. And sometimes, you know, the sleep patterns are so different lately because we're all going through ascension symptoms and we're all quasi-physical, we're quasi-moving back and forth, and our dreams are becoming so real. But this one dream was showing me this being standing before me, Pleiadian being that was standing before me, and it was me and my guides and my teams, and they were using the light language and the movement of the fingers. And of course, I think they only had 3 fingers and a thumb. They were moving so fast, you know, this language that they were showing me, they were moving so fast. I understood it all. But my higher consciousness understood it all, and I took on that vibrational, you know, the vibration of who I was, understood it. It soaked that in, it took that information, but it was a visual experience for me to remember to know that I absolutely know this, and I can bring it down into this earth program, and I can begin moving and beginning weaving these fields of light and love through the song of who I am, that natural innate sound of who I am, and bring blessings in it, because it's me. I am a blessing. I am perfect and pure and true. And I was, as I was practicing this, I was also, you know, just quite innately, and it's always a natural flowing process, no resistance, not how should it look. I mean, I remember years ago when I first started light language, I was asking the Pleiadians, well, how is it that I know I'm doing it right? And the more open and allowing you are, you're just going to flow with the higher self in your soul. And it's all a perfect, beautiful flowing orchestra. There is a massive, incredible, infinite song of source that we are all connecting to and threading to vibrationally. It's all about vibration and resonance. If there is a resistance in any creative way, then we're not tapping in with that full song of our fullest maximizing evolutionary potential. And it affects all life, all plant life, everything. And so that was also showing myself, my higher self was also showing me the sacred geometry through sound. And I just want to show you this beautiful card. The sacred geometry that's in the throat and the higher heart chakra. And that sacred geometry through the DNA of all that is life. I think I have another card here. This one right here. That shows the DNA and the sacred geometry that's flowing to and from all life. And the sacred, the beehive experience that from the top down, that's what the universe looks like, is the top of a beehive, and it's constantly spiraling, the sacred geometry. And so as every micro macro experience is moving into a new ascension process, it's touched by that vibratory sound and song of what source knows. You know at the soul level your capacity is. The only challenge and the only hurdle and the only block ever is our own belief in knowing that. You know, source knows all that we are capable of. Source knows that and will cheer us on in beautiful joy that we're given every moment of every day that we choose to breathe and be in oneness with this. But it's us that holds us back through all of the programming and conformity that we've ever experienced, chosen to transcend. We've chosen it to transcend it, you know, so we can release the victim programming that we've come with. We can release the lineage, akashic energies of, oh, I can't get through this. It's been so much, and how much is too much, you know, kind of thing. No, you've come here, you can do this. You've got this. You are such an amazing, sacred, infinite piece of geometry that will be touched by sound every moment that you open and ask and allow the pure opportunity for you to live in greater expansiveness with your pure soul's sound. The moment that you are pure with your intent, I am the song of source. I am the song of source, and I'm going to open with my pure passion to ignite something new. You will be ignited. In every moment that you ask for it with pure heartfelt intent, it will be given. In every way, multidimensionally, physical, mental, emotional, etheric. All things are source, swimming with it, but we have to activate it. We have to have that, yes, this is my pure intention. I know who I am. I am ready to be a sacred child. And how, you know, they're just showing me how may that loving, beautiful experience of who we are to be here on earth, to be this precious oneness, to be one with all nature, with all animals, with all intelligence, with all wildlife. How can we start to take joy in that and say, you know what, we are showing this in radiance, in truth. We are walking our walk, and we are talking our talk to the children. All future generations, we affect it through our song, through our sound. that is sung through Source. Source is the song. Source is the eminence of all creation. And we cannot explain it. It's the vibration within every between worlds, between sounds, between songs, between letters. It's all. It's the song that connects songs. It's the song that connects notes. It's the song that connects life. It's the song that connects. It's a constant connection of evolution. But what programs are holding us back from living that song, that soul sound? What is the sound of my soul? The more that we're clearing and cleansing, the higher that sound, that note is. That note has that song within it to sing along with and have it thread and recapitulate and weave into that higher vibrational song. But if we're not singing it because we're fearful of what others might think or old programming, then we're not allowing ourselves to thread up into these higher vibrating evolutionary programs. And so it was quite a beautiful experience, because I was remembering through the vibration of being essence, through the vibration of being, we are obviously, we are essence more than we are physical form. The physicality is an illusion. It's for us to have those experiences of the gifts that God gives us, blessings that Source gives us. We want those physical experiences because it's how we see those reflections of us. It's how we see the beauty in nature. It's how we see the gifts of God. It's how we see everything, experience everything. It's been a great blessing. So how can we navigate and how can we facilitate all that has been wobbly? And by threading it, that new song, to say, we're going to work this out. It's a new song. It's a new song. You have free will to do as you choose. And I have the free will to do as I choose. And just negotiating a greater song of oneness, negotiating a greater song of wholeness, negotiating a greater song of sound purity. You have a sacred sound. I have a sacred sound. And I'm weaving new songs. I get to do that. I get to choose. Source wants us to choose those new vibrations of pure passion for who we are, for no other reason. The manifestations will flow just to be us, just to feel pure and happy and illuminated and radiant. That's why we've come. Through all of those challenges and all of the work that we've done through all of the years that we've been human, we've been here clearing the way every day. I'll speak for myself in this experience. This journey thus far, I'm 51, and these 51 years have felt like an incredible journey of navigating incredible songs of resonance that I knew I was feeding and weaving my way through that were not my true soul song. They were the beliefs, they were conformity, it was projections, it was others. That's okay, because those are the things I came to transcend. Parts of it were mine too, because it's all over lifetimes unhealed. But now we get to that pure awakening point to say, okay, now that we're stepping into this new template field, I actually get to be a pure song and a sound with Source. And I get to choose what it looks like. I get to choose how I express myself and experience myself as sovereign, Christic energy. Because I get that full capacity. I get that, it's like that book that opens up, those pop-up books. You know, that pop-up book, it's a surprise. That's what Source wants for you every day. That's a pop-up book. What are we going to do today, Source? Let's do this. I got that. I got so much to share. Show me the way. It won't be outlined and detailed step by step. And that's, sometimes those around you might get a bit frustrated in that, because you can't give them the information that Source doesn't give you yet. It's a moment for moment, surrender, let go. I got you. Every moment, surrender, I let go. Every moment, surrender, here's something new. Every moment, surrender, a new pop-up. And so that's letting go of old systems and just living in the now. That's how we become fifth dimensional. I'm living in the now. I'm present. I got this. I got my own sound. And allow your sacred sound to be yours in that moment. This is my pure sound. This is the pure truth of who I am. And I will begin living it differently. I'll begin feeling into who I am differently. I want to feel who I am. And so what they showed me was that we purely manifest from the truth and the worthiness that we carry. So you're worthy to feel good. You're worthy to feel how heavenly sent you are. You're worthy to feel how important you are. You're worthy to feel how sacred you are. Everyone has that potential to choose for themselves their worthiness level. Everyone has that free will. We each come with that free will to choose how worthy our life experience will mirror and reflect and begin to sing to us. We each have that choice. We are the ones that set that stage. We are the ones that set that pace to say, you are infinite, you are powerful. How may we all facilitate peace and oneness? How may we all facilitate that each are source creator? How may we facilitate that we are all reflections to greater light, to greater wholeness, to greater forgiveness and compassion? And how may we each return to the center and be that song and that sound that is infinite? The blessings of golden light to all of creation. I own this. This is who I am. I am the sound of source. I am the song of source, and I get to do it in my own unique way, and it will be like any others. It will be unique, for I am important, I am valued. But it takes that we talk ourselves into it, because they go against every program that we've ever been taught and told, from the various forms and stages of density and limitation that we've all come with. You know, and our parents and our generations only did what they were taught and told. So now we're starting it new. Now we are the fifth dimensional Mavericks. We are the fifth dimensional bearers of new light, bearers of new sound, bearers of new song. And we have that program that we are given in every moment that we open up and allow that pure passion of who we are to flow. I'm opening up in my pure passion, source creator. And this is, of course, after you've done your morning clearing, after you've done your dream journaling, after you've done the density releasing. I clear all that no longer serves. I clear all that is not in alignment of my highest divine, passionate soul truth. Then you open up to co-create and garner your highest truth. I'm garnering this highest version of me today. This is who I am right now. This is my new song presence now. This is the sound of who I am that's coming from the infinite omnipresence and living through me. Make no mistake about it, dear lighted ones. The song that you have living through you in all of creation is profound. It's infinitely beautiful. It's infinitely dynamic beyond what you have words for. The only resistance ever that's ever held to your magical co-creations is you believing in it. It's you knowing that within the cell of who you are. Every cell must be in unison of this. Every cell must be told, and every cell must be sung to. As it is honored, every cell within me is honored. I sing this song that I am valuable. I am important. I am one with the song of creation. I know this. I live this. I am this. I am the vibration of my highest truth. I am a perfect song of source. I am, and I get to live it. I get to honor this. I get to be this. And it feels so good to finally be me. It feels so good. That's why we're here. We're here to feel good. Everything that we think is important, you know, the worries that we've come with, what about the money to pay the bills and all these other things that are based in the entanglement of old routines. Your kids will be so happy and purely aligned with their highest truth when they see you living in your highest truth. And that's a vibration that goes within the collective DNA. And we've said that many times. It's that quantum entanglement. If you're living within a mistruth and the misalignment because you're living within others' thoughts and needs and roles for you, then you're not allowing the fullness of your song and your sound to come forward. It lives through you. It lives through you, the door of God, the mouth of God. It's all source. So how are we resisting? How are we not owning who we are as this precious sound of source creator that goes with everything, the sounds of water? Those that are empathic and that have the ability to tap within the fields. And that has been one of my gifts that I get to see. And what they were showing me is the sacred geometry, the fields of source's song. And how can we allow ourselves to flow with that song? I'm aligning myself with the song of source. Because when we do, they're just showing me what I was doing is I often attach vision to some of the sounds that I'm igniting it with the songs. It's a constant moving sacred geometry, sacred sound. The oneness that you're flowing in this beautiful weaving with source creator. And it's through this center, the center of your being, that I am presence, I am source, my heart chakra is open and flowing and free. And what it's doing is it's allowing all that you are in all realms and all worlds, to add your new fifth dimensional now sound to the all of creation that you are. Your now new moment, your presence of sound, your presence of pure intent, your presence of passionate joy, your presence of your own legacy of who you are as a song affects all vibrations of all that you are. And so it's really important that we absolutely let go of all fear. Fears are the illusions of these old programs and healing the psyche wounds. I'm letting go of all these fears. It doesn't matter to me about anything that is not in alignment of the honoring and the expression and the joy of who I am as an expression of source. That's my sovereign, it's my birthright. We each come with the ability and the potential and the birthright to live our highest potential in the expression, experience, and exploration of who we are. For we would not deny that, and we would not want to deny that for our children. So how can we move forward as the highest expression of who we are? And it takes great courage to step forward and release every old program, every old experience that we've had that has been holding us back in every way. And that becomes facing every one of our fears, facing every one of those aspects of us that are in reflection saying, no, you can't do that. That's too weird. That's too out there. That's whatever it might be. You know, that's okay. There will always be those that will always be that friction point that will choose you to break out and go higher and farther. There will always be, because that's evolution. There will always be that friction point where you get to say, this is my highest and my best, and I'm going to go this way. That's that friction point. That's the rubber band effect. You know, there has to be that moment where everyone will get to, okay, well, I choose in this moment, I choose with my highest authority, the purity of who I am as a soul. I'm letting go of that belief. Done. And it can be that quick and simple. And you call in your teams and you call in all that is to assist you in the recapitulation and the clearing and the cleansing of your new multi-dimensional sacred geometric field. And every chakra has these sacred geometric fields that's within all of your chakra systems. It's all around you. And we often have to go through those clearings and cleansings because those old belief patterns, those old wounds, what you've come with when you were born, those programs that you're here to transcend, say, yeah, I took that on. It was pretty powerful. I mean, I'm going to stand in it. I'm not just going to know it as kind of a peripheral experience. No, I'm calling it in. I'm going to face that belief. I'm going to face that truth that's not mine. And I'm going to say, this is who I am now. I get to be that. I get to soften within the love of who I am. I get to soften within the truth of who I am. And you start fanning out because that song is opening up. It doesn't belong to me anymore. It's boxing me in. It's suffocating me. It's condensing me. That's not who I am. I get to choose. Every moment I get to choose a new song. This is the sound of my soul right now. And it won't be different. It will be different tomorrow. It's not going to be like it is today. Because I'm going to grow. I'm going to expand. I'm going to see myself anew. I'm going to be myself anew. I'm going to feel myself anew. And I believe in how I feel. I know how I feel. Throat chakra clearing. You get to state that to yourself and you'll feel the physical expressions start coming up and clearing. And every time we create a video, my teams, and thank you, they show me in person so that all those that are so desiring that validation of the clearing process. It's not something I intend to do. It's just something that automatically already happens. I don't need to validate anything that I'm putting forward. They're vibrations, and those that have been with us for many years can feel it and sense it and know it. It's a vibration of truth. It's the Christic energies within you that are now you're giving yourself permission to flow with it. And these chakra systems that have been held behind limiting beliefs and limiting programs get to say, hey, I get to let that go now. I get to choose. And it's okay that others have their beliefs. It's absolutely okay. But you're subservient to no one. You get to be free and flowing in your way. And the world requires that of you. Creation requires that of you. Because all other aspects of you are saying, you know, when are you going to take on that skill and that gift that you were gifted? You know, that was your birthright. You came here as that soul plan. So when are you going to start singing? Because we're ready to move on. And we can't move on until you start doing it. Remember the micro macro, it's a song, right? So it's always from the densest to the highest frequencies, and they're constantly feeding in this infinity loop. So every aspect of your soul, as you're asking for it, I call in those higher codes. They're going to send that higher code, but if you're resisting it in any way, not through self-love or self-worthiness, self-importance, you are very important. And it's not an egoic self-importance where, oh, everybody look at me, and, you know, all of those egoic things that they don't play within that song of the soul. They're experiences we have to go through, and they're valid and they're valuable to teach us that it's the surrendering to the soul and spirit that allows us to evolve, that to transcend every pain and trauma we've ever experienced. And you can tell the vibration between ego self-importance and spiritual self-importance. Spiritual self-importance is you having that beautiful joy in that vibration of who you are as a song. You are the legacy of source. It's a sound, it's a vibration. You get to feel it. You say, I'm tapping in with this authentic sound of who I am. And that sound comes to you every time that you speak your truth and honor it and back it up with your actions. You back it up moment for moment for moment. That doesn't work for me anymore. It's not okay with me anymore. Whether it's food, drink, TV shows, whatever it is, because it affects your vibration. It all affects your vibration. And you get to be that one that gets to refine it. You get to be that one that gets to clear it out. That's what you came for. You wanted that. Nobody can do it for us. We have to take that on. It's our unique journey with source. And that's how we evolve all of creation. Because again, you clearing it out, you owning it, you singing it, you being that sacred song affects all the other aspects of you, and only you and your soul, only you and your higher self, and all those that you are connected with on all other planets know exactly how you are coded to do that. They're waiting for you to do that. Those other aspects of you are waiting for you to sing that song and clear it. Whether it's writing, whether it's passionate painting, whether it's serving the collective, serving wildlife, serving Gaia, that passion creational experience is your sacred geometry that affects all other aspects of that sacred geometry that is also a part of you, the grander aspect of you. They showed me many years ago, I don't know if I have a picture of it, the Star of David and the Merkaba. And every little, if you take, I don't know if you can see it, but every little point within that sacred geometry, we'll just give this as an example, and it's not the words that we have, it's only the words that we have. Every facet of a sacred geometry is you in this physical body, if you will. And every time that you clear that away and you become more radiant in your alignment with your pure soul song, you then activate that next aspect of that sacred geometry. And it's always, remember, it's always oscillating, it's always spiraling. That infinity being offered from the highest, we only say high and low in the matter of density in the dimension that we experience. It's not meant in a qualitative or quantitative, and obviously you all know that from our experiences. We're only saying from the dimension that you experience because it's physical. And so it's being fed those higher frequencies of light and codes and songs. And so the more tuned in and awake and allowing you are, that open flow, there's no resistance, there's no blocks, then you get to allow those higher frequency codes to awaken and clear and cleanse the traumas and the fears and the wounding that your psyche, you are activating through your intention, your purity of your intent. You get to live your soul song, and all of those other aspects of the sacred geometry are touched by that light because it's flowing. So if we are stuck in stagnant is that de-evolved experience that has been the 3D experience for centuries and eons. And why it is so powerful, it is so amazing, it is so incredible, and we're being cheered from every aspect of creation that we're transcending it. We're being cheered in the heavens. Every time we transcend something, we just say, well, but sometimes these patterns are held so deeply that it feels like insurmountable to let go of something that's been so entrenched. The roles that we've taken on, the definitions, how others have perceived us and wanted us to be perceived. And it's just as simple as letting it go and turning the page, that pop-up book. That's not who I am. This is who I am now. This is my new pop-up version of me. I get to be me. I get to choose. Everyone has that choice. And it's up to emulate. You have that choice. Unconditional free will, unconditional love, unconditional spirit, unconditional song. But you have to want to choose that. And it's okay if you don't. You're still loved, you're still accepted. But I can also choose to have my entanglements with that does serve me and that does allow me to move forward and expand, because we'll all move through those experiences. That's what the soul wants. For those that we have to transition from those energies and those experiences because we were not accepting of ourselves and we were not honoring ourselves and honoring our soul song. And we get to choose to move through those and navigate with them. It's all oneness. There will not be separation. Everyone will move through ascension. There will be nobody left out. But what that means is that we have to transition from old programs and old paradigms. And oftentimes some will still be working through those paradigms and programs, and that's okay. It's continually working the facilitation of oneness and peace and love. It's all one, it's all peace, it's all love. But in honoring my truth and flowing with my divine goddesshood and my divine soul song and soul sound, I get to choose to do this. I get to choose that. I get to choose my song. I get to choose to be freely, uniquely, innately, and authentically be me in my sound and exploration and experience and expression. Expression is so key to evolution. It just is. The expression allows us to be the legacy. upon legacy upon legacy upon legacy that will continue being that spark of light for evolution in all timelines, all realms, all planets. And why it's so very important that we absolutely look at every day, what can I release that does not serve me? How am I holding myself back from whatever belief systems that have either been placed upon me, projected upon me, that I've taken on, that do not serve me anymore? And it's really, really key that allows that song and that sound to be sung. That passion for you to be you, for no other reason, for you to be joyful being you, for you to say, I choose today to exalt who I am. I'm meant to. How would we not want that for our children? Do we not want our children to be happy and joyful in who they are, to exalt who they are? That's source, no different. We have so many gifts that are meant to live through us in the highest potentiality of expectation in every way. We're constantly expanding our sacred geometric frequencies. You have no idea the amount of transformation that is occurring on every multidimensional layer and level within our cosmic environment, within our physical environment. It's profound and beyond the words that we have. We don't have words. And it is that sound. It is the sound of who you are. You are pure love. So they're showing me this beautiful, totally experience of what I experienced as a mother, the vibration of that living life within you. And they connect with sound. They connect that vibration of knowing. The vibration of knowing, you're knowing that you love your child, and that love, I can't wait for you to come out. I can't wait to meet you, and what's your personality going to be like? You know, that vibrational knowing, that vibrational excitement, they feel that. They feel that sound vibration. They feel that energy vibration of knowingness. So how may you know yourself as pure love? How may you know yourself as the song of source? You are held within that beautiful womb and that beautiful, and you know, the amniotic fluid, that juice that is source created, that's sustaining you and loving you and honoring you. And at any time you get to rewrite. If it wasn't a pleasant experience, you get to rewrite it and say, I get to rewrite now. I have a blank piece of paper and I get to rewrite. I am sacred geometry. I am a song. I am beautiful sound of source. I was nurtured in my womb of my mother. I was loved. I was honored. I was given great colors and songs and blessings and sacred geometry beyond my imagining. I know it's in my field. I got it. It's in my DNA. It's all floating within me. I get it. You're infinite. There's infinite number of things that go beyond the stories that we have. So they're just showing me that there's things that will be coming forward in some of our writings and some of our offerings that are not yet, don't have the words to describe what we are experiencing in these next stages of stepping into our vastness. So have that be okay. You get to co-create it. It's imagining your life into being. You are the dreamer. You get to be this beautiful experience. You are birthing yourself anew. You are the sacred geometry. You are being from the womb of creation coming forward. You are the goddess that gets to birth yourself anew. You are the God that gets to intend through will and power. And that feeling vibration through which all manifestation occurs. You get to feel it into being. I'm feeling myself into this new song. I am feeling that my greatness come to new heights. I'm feeling myself be a part of this beautiful co-creative experience where we get to create a new universal unity, the universal oneness of who we are. Our very first teachings were under universal unity. That was our very first name. And then I think it got, it was a shoe company overseas took that name because it's how we walk, right? It's all connected. It's all good, you know? And so it's the love and the living light of who we are. And, you know, you are a song and a sound vibration. So passionately feel into it, passionately be that resonance, and let nothing hold you back. You know, you're held back by nothing. You're held back by no one. You have infinite courage. You have infinite stamina. You have infinite gifts and wisdom that are within you. Breathe in new life, breathe in new potentials, breathe in new capacities, breathe in your soul song, breathe in that new sound that's you, and you get to choose how you fly and dance. And just allow that everything will work out. Just focus all of your attention and attention on the new soul song. All will be worked out. All will be a part of this facilitation and your intention of oneness. I'm intending the facilitation of oneness. I'm facilitating the intention of health and healing for everyone, even though we might be on all different levels, on all different variations. I see your value. I see your potential. I see the way you see things, and I honor it. You're part of Source's song. You're that note that needs to be there. You are. Every person is that note, and it needs to be a part of Soul's song. It's part of Source. It's not, everything is not, it's just, I was talking to my son, you know, last week, and we were talking about allness, and we were talking, it was sometimes these vast conversations. And And we were walking outside somewhere, and I said, oh, look at that over there. And they were saying, well, there's a million more like it. And I said, no, that's not. It's quite unique. It's the only one of its kind. And I said, it's just like taking a letter out of the alphabet. It's all required. They're all notes within Source's song. It's all required. It's all valid. It's all important. And so part of my new trajectory, my new soul song, my new soul truth that I live within with great passion and great honor, and I'm valuing, and I'm very sacred with this, and I choose to own this, is to, my intention is to come through with expressions and explorations and experiences through the seeking of my own importance and value of who I am as source at a spiritual and soulful level, at the soul essence level of who I am as a Christic being, and hoping, and I just playfully and joyfully offer it forward so that all of you may be ignited in new ways to remember who you are as source, to bring in that soul song, to bring in your soul's passion, to know that you are a powerful creator, and that you can expect powerful change through your intentions, through your honoring, through your owning, through your soaking to your pure intention to be the song that you are as source creator. You are the sacred geometry that has infinite songs within you to come forward and sing and to heal all. So just know that. And this is a part of our soul song. We're going to do great we're going to do a lot more beautiful, unique and rare sound and light language offerings, playfulness, sacredness, to remind ourselves of how sacred we are, opening our compassion for facilitating oneness and facilitating peace and love and forgiveness and compassion. No matter what your experience is, you can look at it to open into love and compassion and forgiveness. Then through your intentions and discerning what is right for you, starting new fields of play. And so it's all valid, it's all real, it's all able to have compassion and forgiveness because it's oneness. It's the song of oneness. It's the song of unity, and it is all source. And we cannot separate or negate or not validate any part of it. It's the song of source. All notes are required, all beings are required, all aspects of nature are required. And the science will show this. The science will come forward and show our unique threading of all that is. It's the quantum oneness, it's the quantum song. And I'm so excited to be a part of that song. I'm just seeing this beautiful flowing. That beautiful song that's just flowing. It's like sacred geometry and flowing threads of golden light. So exciting, so excited, so excited. So, dear lighted ones, go forward and be the song that you are. Go forward and feel into the sound of who you are. Your passions have sound. Your passions have divine, joyful, infinite fields and pathways and journeys and adventures for you to explore. So know this and soak within the excitement of who you are. Soak within the experience of who you are. Every moment is new with source. Every moment. We're creating a new planet. We're honoring our planet with great light. We're honoring all life with great light. It's the song of oneness. Everything is required. And how may we transmute it and bring it up to a whole new light level, whole new sound level through your excitement of being you. It's quite simple. It's quite innately beautiful. It's so sacred and so elegant and so divinely perfect that we get to color it. We get to choose to be that sacred resonance and own who we are, sacred vessels. I am a sacred note. I am a sacred song. And I get to choose to feel into this now. I get to choose to honor it and to be this and to feel it and experience it. And it's what Source is waiting for. The universe is available to you. Everything is available to you. Are you ready to own it? Are you ready to be your song? So exciting. We leave you there, dear lighted ones. Go sing. Go be happy. Choose happiness. Choose joy. It's all there. It's all there for you.